Yes, yes. Welcome to the ancient world of tabletop games. I am Agamemnon from the historical documentary Time Bandits. This is a report from a fugitive. Well, that's it. We're going to go. Chapter 3, really? So we're going to throw all of these away now. There we are. That's the second one. Chapter 3, The Rescue.
Rescue. Oh, what are we rescuing?
Probably ourselves.
Yeah, not the ant, that's for sure.
There's a picture of buttons and wires coming out.
When you said that, I thought I had I thought of like coat buttons or something. I'm going, wires coming out of coat buttons. And I was like, no, not the wrong kind of buttons. All right. The rescue. Oh, let's see. Let me get my.
It looks like it. Yes.
It's like you're just a tease, right? Okay. Are those claw marks?
Because elevator buttons have been ripped out.
Okay.
You're still not sure what's really going on in this place. You were already freaked out by the creepy stuff you saw outside the Marsden house, and the discovery of actual spirits from beyond the grave inside the house has only made you more on edge. Have we encountered spirits beyond the
Yeah,
grave?
that's what I was thinking. I was like, what? You'd think I'd have remembered that. Tired, but I'm not that tired.
You steel your nerves and remind yourself that you're not just an aspiring detective. You're, go on,
What?
guess what you are?
An aspiring detective?
Not just an aspiring detective, something else.
Psychic?
Yes, you're a psychic investigator.
Uh-huh.
You eat spirits from beyond the grave for breakfast.
Oh, no. That's never gonna beat Wheaties. I mean, like, sorry.
Here you
That
are.
is not the breakfast of champions.
Have a nice fresh bowl of ectoplasm. It's cherry flavor.
Just slap it on the Barbie.
Let's see, where are we? You eat spirits from beyond the grave for breakfast? Not really, but the point is you feel a surge of confidence. You can do this. At any rate, you've come way too far to turn back now, so all you can do is hope that the depths of the house hold some insight into the mysterious nightmares that have plagued you for weeks and drew you to this modern architecture house of horrors in the first place. But the elevator, which all your hopes rest on, is totally trashed. The last person to use it must have really hated elevators. Based on the scratch marks on the walls, they might have had sharp claws, too. A strange sensation now washes over you. Your head spins, you lose your balance, and you fall to your knees. Although you don't quite black out, you're overwhelmed by visions as your consciousness leaves your body and travels through the house's lower reaches on mind power alone. It's all very Doctor Strange suddenly, isn't it?
Yeah.
You drift downward through a meeting room full of huge shadowy figures in a laboratory stocked with equipment.
Okay.
This does not bode well.
Oh, yeah, that's ominous.
Your awareness projects deeper under the estate. You finally come to a jail cell. Your mind can't penetrate to see who is inside, but a wave of anguish emits from it like heat from the sun. You sense that the person trapped inside is responsible for what you've encountered so far and could help with what you'll encounter next.
All right, well, that's good to know. Got to head to the jails then. The jail.
We're going to remove a goal of get to the basement, and we're going to find a goal. So once again, we're moving on through higher and higher cards. This is chapter 3, The Rescue. We're going for card number 70, I think it said, was it? 76.
76, okay.
It's the number of trombones.
Trombones. Oh, it's not predictable.
Rescue the prisoner you sensed from your psychic projection. Go 3.
All right, so worthy goal.
Your mind joins your body again as though swiftly snapping back into place. It takes you a moment to get your bearings. You're in your own body in an elevator in a spooky house that you somewhat regret ever setting foot inside. You check the panel and find that all the buttons have been pried off, except 2. They might be for the only active basement levels. Of course, it's also possible that just the floors that whoever wrecked this elevator wants to lure you to. With a whoosh, the elevator doors briskly close.
All right. Briskly closing elevator doors. It's not good. It's not good.
We can press for sub-basement 2 or sub-basement 3.
Ah, what do you think?
We don't want to miss anything, so we go to 2.
Okay, sounds good. 2 it is.
Yes, this is going to lead to another horrible death, I'm sure.
See, it's a trick. They think that it would be like, oh yeah, 2, go 2, find something on 2, and it's like, no, just what was that? It reminds me of a line of Tucker and Dale versus Evil. There's nothing up there but horror. What was it? I can't remember the exact line. The Harbinger tells them.
Well, here we are. Go to the house of danger, they said. It'll be fine, they said. Sub-basement 2 seems like the safer bet. At the very least, it's one less flight of stairs to climb back up if things go horribly wrong and you need to flee back up to the surface. The elevator opens into an administrative office. Just as you enter the room, a television monitor crackles to life. On the screen is a video feed of a haggard man in a lab coat. The camera pans up until his face fills the screen. If you can hear this, your life is in danger, he says. My former assistant has locked me up in the detention cells and is using all our discoveries for evil. You must help me escape. If we don't stop her... The video feed cuts off. There's a closed door on the far wall and an open, uncovered air duct that you could easily fit into.
Oh, okay, one of those. All right.
Yes, one of those magical movie air ducts that's large enough to hold a human. If you've ever looked at air ducts in real life, you'd see they barely hold a hamster.
Yeah.
Are we going to try the door, or are we going to risk it in the comedy cliche air duct?
What do you think? Do you feel up to the duct?
We have no reason to go into the air duct, which means that's every reason to go into the air duct.
Okay, sounds good. I'm on board with that decision.
I suspect my logic is flawed.
Well, this isn't real life.
No, this is just fantasy. We better stop there for fear of copyright infringement. The air duct takes you over a loud room full of what sounds like a gang of rowdy hooligans. You peek through a grate and discover a group of massive, savage chimps sitting at a conference table, snorting and growling and beating their chests. I suspect if we gave them typewriters, they'd be turning out Shakespeare.
Or this game,
Well, I wasn't going to stoop that low, but okay. Remember, it's
Shakespeare is much better than this game. So, I'm the one who's a little bit more realistic. I just have to say, a little bit more realistic. But anyway, go on.
It's meant to be cheesy. Keep telling yourself that.
Okay.
A woman. Now, we've been warned about a woman.
Everybody's always warning everybody else about a woman in these sort of adventures.
Or a giant lizard.
Or a dollhouse.
A woman sits at the head of the table speaking to them, but you're too far away to hear over the chaos. There's a smaller, more rickety air duct that leads to the wall by the woman, and if you're careful, you could probably make it there to hear what she's saying. You can also see from here that the air duct you're in splits off and terminates into 2 other rooms. The room on the left is dimly lit by the glow of blue liquid in some large glass vats. Ah, now we saw those in the picture at the start.
Did we? Blue liquid. Oh, that's the swirling stuff, you mean?
Yes, we went from coffee percolators to, I don't know, nuclear weapons or something in one.
Oh, right. In the top, in the ceiling. Right. Okay.
The room on the right is pitch black. You could quietly crawl to either and jump out. Oh, yeah. Optional challenge. We don't have any dexterity to help us. Crawl through the rickety air duct to hear the woman speak. If we lose, we raise the danger meter by 2, which would keep it on 3. It would still be 3.
Mm-hmm.
But we draw a different clue, so perhaps she hears us, I don't know. We could jump out into the room with the vats, or we could crawl and jump into a pitch black room.
So it would just be a clue that we get. We don't get any nifty things we can put in our inventory.
I suppose the clue we would get if we overhear her is some sort of text that helps us discern her plans.
What do you think?
It's tricky. If it's a 1 or a 2, we fail.
I don't know. We could go for it.
Well, let's go for it then.
All right.
Right.
You liked my enthusiasm. It's like, yeah, okay.
Now, what do we want? We want 3 or more.
We want 3 or more. 3 or more. Come on, we can do this.
It's a
Haven't
5.
lost yet.
We did it.
Oh, yay. Oh, here's the quote. Okay, I've been kind of like looking for the quote because I really wanted to. There ain't nothing up there but pain and suffering on a scale you can't even imagine. Love that line. Just apropos of nothing.
Let's see if there's any pain or suffering to be had here. You crawl through the rickety air duct without breaking it or yourself, and you overhear the woman lecturing the chimps on ways to improve the profitability of a counterfeiting operation. The chimps are less than attentive. You crawl back up into the main vent, not sure what to think. Well,
Yeah.
I must say.
I think that says more to us about the woman and the chimps.
So where are we headed? To the vats?
Sorry, what are the choices again?
The room with the vats of glowing blue liquid, or pitch darkness?
You know, given that particular choice, I'm thinking bats. Yeah.
Let's go to the vats then. You see rows and rows of glowing blue vats, all filled with chimpanzees in various stages of development. The largest ones are as big as adult humans. Someone is bending the laws of nature to unethical extremes down here. The vats are plugged into a utility box on the wall. On top is a glowing cap with 3 crystals. It might be some kind of power source. Something about this crystalline cap calls to you. It feels important. From the utility box, cords and wires run into an adjoining room through a propped open door. There's also a conveyor belt that leads through an opening in the far wall. The belt is moving slowly, and the motion is mildly hypnotic. And we have...
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, so these are the bats. Okay, let's see. I'm bringing up my trusty magnifying glass. All right. Huh. Okay. They don't really kind of look like chimps morphed with humans.
I thought you were bringing out a magnifying glass for comedy effect, but you're actually using some kind of screen magnifier, aren't you?
I am, yes.
I'm having a dim moment.
Well, it is very low res, my screen, so I find that it actually does help. But I get the yes, thank you.
This is what happens when your computer runs on Windows 1930.
Yeah, well, I have a Mac, but it's 2011, so we'll give it a break. Actually, no, 2012.
That is positively Triassic in computer terms.
Yeah. Actually, it's holding up rather well. The motor has started to run a bit hot, so I might have to buy one of those cooling pads for it. But other than that, I have to say it's, happy, knock on wood. Okay, so
we can follow the cords through the door, or we can jump on the conveyor belt to see where it goes.
Oh, I want to go on the conveyor belt. That sounds fun.
There is an optional challenge using a strong arm. I don't think we have any.
We don't have a booster?
We don't have one. No.
So what do we get if we win?
We draw a clue. We pry the crystalline cap loose and we draw a clue. If we lose, the danger meter goes up by 2. We could try again.
We haven't really, clues haven't helped us all that much yet, I don't think. So it's up to you though. If you want to, yeah.
It is optional.